We are back. I'm just gonna get right to it. What's good, everybody? The North Father is here. We back live, slowly but surely. We're gonna get there. We got a couple of things we're gonna talk about tonight. We're gonna talk about the FBG duck video. We're gonna talk about Lil Tim and King Vaughn. But most importantly, I want to talk about Remy Ma and Papoose. Black love lives, man. Whether we stay together or we don't. But we're gonna get to it in 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Alrighty. Black love lives, man. Sometimes it don't be the way we want it to be. But if you used to being in relationships, relationships or a relationship, you begin to understand how this thing plays out. When couples last 40, 50 years, they just be so thankful that they lasted. They probably didn't even want to. They probably wanted to leave the other person, like get the hell away from this person. But when y'all last that long, you give praise and you give thanks. And it motivates you just to stay together just a little bit longer to the end of time. It lasts as long as neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. It be like that. You know what I mean? Shout out to Biggie Shorty, man. I probably wanted to get away from my ass a couple times and vice versa. But we lasted. You know what I'm saying? So we live for the days that we last one more day with each other, and it's kind of cute. It's all good and all that. But Remy Ma and Papoose, Remy Ma and their child attended Papoose birthday party. Pap is a good dude, man. Pap is a real good dude. He be out here in these streets of Brownsville, where I'm from. He's from out here, but he's like from up the hill, like, you know what I'm saying? He's not from in the projects the way I am. He's on the outside of the projects, but he have a lot of affiliates in my projects. A lot of people rock with Pap over here. When I'm getting on the train, them boys over there, they all rock with Pap. Those are Pap dudes. You know what I'm saying? But I also want to give credit to Papoose for the way he handled the whole situation like a gentleman. The police didn't have to be called on him. He ain't have to show off all these other chicks. I'm sure, you know what I mean? You know how I go. But he didn't make a ruckus of the situation. He respected the jokes. That means he respected the situation. Now I've been in the boxing gyms. You know what I'm saying? I've been in there, and I seen Pat. He training with a guy, me and him cool, but we had a little dispute. Me and this coach, so I had to follow this coach outside one night in the rain, was face to face with him. Like, see, I can't argue with people. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see you face to face. And he was one person that I had to go outside and see face to face. You know what I'm saying? He told the owner on me. The owner had to calm me down. Something like, yo, no, you gotta chill, right? All right. Because the guy been in there way longer than me. He been in that gym, that particular gym, longer than me. So when I started training over there, you know what I'm saying? I was the new guy in there. They knew me from the damn circuits, but I'm in their gym now. So they tried to play me a little bit when I got in there. And I had to approach him one night, you know what I'm saying? Because he thought I was scared of him, you know what I'm saying? He say little stuff, but I don't want to disrespect him. Shout out to Sax Pap. If you hear to say, shout Sax out. You know what I'm talking about. He try to talk junk. Pat was in there one day. I took a couple of pictures with him, boom, boom. And I know the coach probably wanted to tell him, nah, don't take a picture with him. If Pat may take a picture with me, and I know Pat from the hood, he knows my face from the hood. He know me from Starlight City, from the Chin Checkers and all of that. I would have stepped this coach. Nah, no, I wouldn't have. It would have been worth it. But one time I had to. But shout out to Sax. I'm not trying to downplay him or nothing like that. The world is small in Brooklyn. That's just the way it is, man. But the way he handled this situation with his wife, you know what I'm saying? They trying to, all right, she was easy block captain, allegedly, with people saying stuff like that. He got his little one shot off on him, allegedly knocked him down, knocked him out, or punched him in the face or something. We from Brooklyn. We like to stamp our approval with our fist. That's just the way it goes. We can do other things too, but stamping your opinion with your fist is always special because Brooklyn is always brawlers. The Brooklyn Brawlers. We like to brawl. We like to get busy with our hands. But the way he handled the situation with his wife, I give him a lot of credit for it. It personified his definition of black love. A man probably don't like what a female do in a situation when he blame her for something, but he respected the jokes. He respected the situation. He respect her. He respect the family they built together. So eventually he left it alone. And being friends with your baby mama, your ex-wife, your wife, your girlfriend, whoever you had a kid by, remaining friends before after y'all broke up is always special because y'all can always get along. You might can still fool around with her once in a while, but some people don't look at it that way. You want to take care of your kids. You want to take care of your family, and that's what Papoose is doing. He's not getting caught up in a situation where I'm gonna try to get her back. Sometimes it don't be no get backs. Leave it alone. And once I know a chick that I dealt with gave that punani away, I mean it's hers. Guys be like, yo, what's up, boo? You hitting that? You like, nah. Like, nah. And you still hitting it. But once she say yeah, in my opinion, they together now. That my opinion towards looks a little different. I don't even want to touch it anymore. I'm like a parent, like a cat. Once you touch her kittens, you gotta take that kitten. Once you touch her newborn kittens, and I said this before, once you touch her newborn kittens, you gotta take that cat. You gotta take that kitten because if you put it back, she's gonna eat all her kittens. That's how cats is. Just like certain men, once they feel like a dude scent is on his female punani, pass it up. All right, you good, you go ahead. But what Papoose was able to do, he was able to maintain a relationship with his wife. He was able to maintain a friendship with his wife. They got married together. They had a child together. They helped build their family with his kids and her kid together. And sometimes things don't go the way you want it to go. Another female move in, take your man. Another guy come in, take your girl. But who would have thought Papoose would have handled this situation the way he did? He handled it like a gentleman. Females always say, I could hurt him by being with this guy. That'll hurt him. If he know that guy hitting his head, he gonna be mad. And it's true. Some guys go to bed at night. What's good, yada? What's good? I see you, baby. Yes, you did. You finally caught it. Word. And you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes guys do fly off the handle that way. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. But some guys know how to handle it. And it's good to see that my Brooklyn guys, yes, Papoose is a very respectable dude, man. When he's out here in the hood, like a couple of his guys, he got guys like right around where I'm at now. Like when I'm getting on the train for work, a lot of his guys be over there by the train station, and I'm cool with them guys. You know what I'm saying? And I seen Papoose in the boxing gyms, and I seen him with I seen him places. So I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I truly do. And the way he handled the situation with his wife, he couldn't have handled it any better. In fact, that got him more respect. Hold on 1 second, guys. That got him more respect. And I got to respect the jokes in that situation. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So it was very important. It's very important to stay out of a lot of people's marriage. Boy, tonight I made me some jerk barbecue on chicken. Oh God. Mm, I'm getting better. Last night I made me some sweet and sour chicken. So I'm gonna give chicken a break. But damn, this sucker is good. You know, sometimes men can blame the female. Well, you go with that guy, going to bed. Damn man, she fucking him. Listen. If you want that nigga, go be with him. I don't care if I've been with you for 35 days or 35 years. If you want that nigga, go be with him. That's the way I see it. I'm not gonna be sitting up here fighting with no guy. And there's a lot of situations guys has been in. Guys come home and catch men in their damn bed. If it's your crib, put her ass out. See, I only lived with one woman my whole life, besides my mother. And if I had an opportunity to stay with another female or be with another female or live with it, I never did it. I always said I would never live with another female. She could have her own place. I could have mine. She could come visit. She could spend the night. When I leave my house, when I go to work, you taking your ass home, and vice versa. I don't want to stay in no chick crib while she at work, and cause things I won't do, I wonder if she'll do. I'm not gonna search through your stuff. You probably search through mine. See, I ain't got time for all that. Let them go home. Got that on wrench too, Ken. That's right. You down with the mod squad. That's right, baby. So I try to do it that way because a man got to be a man to the best of his abilities, and we got to keep our head on straight because there's bigger prizes and challenges that we go through every single day. So if I let a female keep me unfocused, I'm in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be braggadocious and stuff like. I'm being factual because it's not easy. Building a relationship with a female is a challenge. I've known this woman next month to be 35 years. We were still teenagers. You know what I'm saying? We was in our late teens, whatever, mid-teens, late teens, whatever. And it's not easy. It's not easy living with a woman because y'all got it's so many challenges in it. But I survived it. Do I really want to leave her now? Hell no. I've been with her all these years. I might as well stay with her. But I'm fully equipped. If she was to pick up tomorrow and say, I'm gonna leave you, I pretty much know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna live my life. And one thing, like I said, I'm never gonna do again. I'm not living with no more woman. I only live with one woman besides my mother my whole life, and that was her. I never lived with no other woman. I seen guys stay on with a chick. He trying to get his clothes out the house. So he don't want to like outright let her know he getting his clothes out the house. So he put his clothes in the damn cleaners. Put his clothes in the cleaners, and when he take them out, he take them to the new home that he's going to. Chicks will bleach your clothes, man. Throw your clothes out the damn window, all kind of crazy stuff. So you got to keep the situation calm. I, I seen the guy on clothes get stuck on tree branches, and we laughing outside. We kids like, oh, his clothes stuck in the tree. And, you know. So give credit to Papoose because he stood tall. And you lose a lot when you lose your wife, especially when you love her. Some people marry you for your money. Some people marry you because you got good pool nanny. Some people marry you because you convenient. But some people marry you because they love you. This gonna be a respectable channel, a OG channel. My OG stands for I'm an OG. That stands for outstanding gentleman. This is gonna be an outstanding gentleman channel where we can get older people that's a little younger than us, a little older than us, just around our age, where we can all come up here and build on it. That young man worked for his company. He could have said, you started going with a guy that worked for us. I don't even want to speak to you. Some people hold it so personal. Women got needs. Women want to have fun. Girls just want to have fun too. And sometimes it's not to our liking. But if you respect the jokes, then your mind is strong enough where you can deal with a lot of situations. Then they gotta respect your jokes. Like, damn, this nigga ain't mad. Mad at what? Girl, go ahead and go be with that dude, man. Now she don't even want to be with him because you don't give a damn. Or maybe she do want to be with him. Either way, let her be happy. Cause I'm not getting back with her, but I'll be friends. I'll help her out. If you need me. Especially if you got my kid. Like if some people ain't got kids, y'all don't owe each other nothing. But if you got kids from that female, you can be that gentleman a little more. Because y'all gonna deal with each other a lot of days and a lot of nights. So Them baby mamas could be hell. I got a baby mama before I met Biggie Shorty. And we not the best of friends because I handled the situation wrong. She tried to break my heart. I was young. I was in my teenage. I was a teenager. I was young, and I had a son from her. That's my oldest son, and she was young too, and she still wanted to experience boys, and I still wanted to experience girls. But I didn't get mad at her. When we moved on, she started tippy toeing first because I gave her all the freedom. Like, you hear me? I gave her all the freedom. We was young. I can easily also say I ain't give her a damn thing. I ain't give her no damn freedom. She was free regardless if I felt that way or not. But when I started getting on, meeting other chicks, and cause at first I was like, nah, I ain't want no other chick. I ain't care. Let me be single, take care of my son, go to school, have a little part-time job afterwards. You know, when I started meeting them girls, it wasn't coming back. I was meeting older women. Yo, shit, I was howling like a wolf. Ow! It wasn't no coming back. But I think she always felt me and her was gonna get back together, and I met Biggie Shorty, and I started having kids from her, and she didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? She didn't like it. And I feel bad because she started it. But like I said, we was kids. We really didn't know that much better. See, Remy and Papoose, they adults. They had relationships, they had kids before they met each other. But their love for each other was special. But I know Papoose comes from Brooklyn. Remy come from the Bronx. That's two different minds, man. The Bronx got a different mind. They be like, you gotta watch the Bronx. The Bronx be angry. Like the Bronx, they want to fight Brooklyn. We ain't do nothing to y'all. We not gonna be number two to y'all. Whenever you mention New York City, you always mention Brooklyn first. You don't mention the Bronx. You mention Brooklyn, then the Bronx, then Manhattan, and he still got Staten Island and Queens. Shout out to the five boroughs, man. So they go to Papoose birthday party, and they handle that like champs, true champions. Black love lives. Whether y'all last together or not, black love lives, man. Black love lives on. Whatever's in your heart and soul, if that love exists in your heart and soul, black love lives. We in a time and era now where everybody's not gonna get married. Or somebody they was already married, but they're not gonna get married again. It's okay. Your relationship is your relationship, no matter how it is. And I'm not gonna mention how it is, whether you with him or what he's doing when he's not with you or this and that. That's your business. Your relationship is your relationship. Try to handle your relationship accordingly. But men have two women sometimes. Sometimes go from crib to crib. You know what I'm saying? So you married to one chick, but you're not married to the other chick. But the chick that's you not married to is being true to you, just like your wife is. But she got to get out of jail free card. She got to get to use that coochie for free card one of these days. Because you go home to somebody else and get in somebody else's bed. But us men get so caught up in that, we don't understand it. We think we can juggle two women, but can two women juggle us as one man? Can they juggle us? Can they share us? If you got money, probably someone still try to slip slide. So women got their reasons for doing what they do, man. And that's why I don't get mad at women at all, especially when they dealing with a married man and if they want another man on the side and want to have some fun with him. That's their business. 'Cause that man go home at night and he get in bed with his wife. Niggas gotta understand that. You don't understand that until you get older, unless you just young and just don't care. You conceded or you used to the game already, or but not too many men understand that. Some men tore the damn side chick house up. Caught in bed with the other dude she probably sleeping with, and or in the house, or he tore the house up. You gotta go home to your wife, dude. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes us men don't respect the jokes. But I give Papoose all the credit I could possibly give him, man. He respected the jokes. He respected the situation. And in the way, in the end, the jokes in the situation respected him back. You know how many chicks probably want him now? Remy probably like, I'm killing Remy a choke one of them chicks, man. A lot of chicks want Papoose now, seeing the way he handle that. They say a single man in his 40s and 50s, but starting in the 40s. A single man who never been married before in his 40s can't love you. Why? Because he had plenty of opportunities to love somebody else as he was growing up, and it didn't work out. Sometimes that light switch could cut on, and he could do it now. Can't be a player in your 40s. You gotta start settling your future. Your kids is growing, your kids getting older. You gotta know how to juggle that. You might have kids, she might have kids. If y'all gonna be serious with each other, you gotta know how to juggle it. That's the way it is. So let's give it up to Papoose, man, because that Brooklyn mentality enabled him to not go crazy over his wife and their situation. We don't know what happened. We don't know if they're getting back together. We don't know nothing. But I'll tell you one thing: we know they respect each other. We know they love each other, and whether they together or not, they still got a family. Big up to Papoose. Big up to Remy Ma, and big up to their fam. Amen. Moving on, the FBG duct tape. Woo! That was one video to watch. And I posted it. And 2 minutes after I posted, it was taken down. And my channel wasn't struck, but somebody tried to strike my channel. That's when I got the full understanding. They said this time you'll be warned. Second time you can't use your channel for 6 days. Third time they be ready to just, you're out. So I tried to appeal being warned because I didn't know. About 10 people had that certain video up. But Mama Duck, I mentioned Mama Duck sometime, and Mama Duck probably know me enough where she probably don't watch me all the time, but she'll tune in. And she probably know me enough where she knew I was one of the people that was going to post that damn video. She knew I was waiting for that video for some reason. Because the next day, she was like, yeah, whoever posted, I'm going to strike y'all. I'm going to strike you down. And anybody else who got it up here, I'm going to strike y'all down too. So I said, I think she hit me in the head with that one. Hit me in the head with the headshot. Like, get out of here, nigga. But it was a sad situation that, seeing FBG Duck go out like that. I like FBG Duck. He remind me of Biggie Smalls. Because they had that hood vibe. Their rap represented where they came from. That the flow represented the streets they walked on, the life they lived. And I truly say, in this time, Biggie Smalls and FBG Duck, and Tupac too, but Biggie Smalls and FBG Duck got a lot of similarities, but they different. But a lot of similarities. They respected where they came from. They went hard for where they came from, and they protected their own. I wish FBG Duck would have got the heck out of there. I know. All right, you leave. Mom Duke got the crib. She got the grandkids. She's watching over the grandkids. She's watching over the nest while you out there making it for them. And then he could have made it for, like, like people like what's his name? Yella. He had Brick out there with him. He could have brought Duck out there with him. Duck could have did the rap and the YouTube stuff. He'd have had enough money where he could have got him a crib. Now you put your moms there. You put your kids there. And whoever else gonna get on that Greyhound with their damn suitcases, they all go out there. Mama Duck got a crew of chicks. So whoever else gonna go out there and hold her down and get a part-time job in the supermarket, whatever the hell they gonna do, they go out there. They could take the cars out there. That's a hell of a ride. I rode from New York to California on the Greyhound bus. They got to go through all them stations, Iowa, St. Louis, going towards Nebraska, Kansas City, or whatever, Nebraska. You know what I'm saying? But the Rocky Mountains is a killer. Driving through the mountains, it takes a whole day to go through the mountains, man. Once you make it outside the mountains, now you in the Western Mountains. Utah, Arizona. So it depends on which way you're going. Vegas and then Cali. You take I-70 straight out as long as you can until you switch over to Cali. It's a long ride, man. And they got a couple of 70s out there, 70, 72, 74, 73, whatever the hell they are. You take it all the way out west. Where in the world that young man should have lost his life that way? I can't tell him to leave. I'm saying Duck should have left. I should have been left here. A couple of weeks ago, one of my old timers was like, "No, it's time for you to go, man. You've been out here a long time. You've been out here your whole life. It's time for you to go." I lived here. Before I lived here, I lived in East New York for a couple of years. I had my own crib. That's like 5 blocks away from here. But I grew up right down the block, 500 feet from where I'm at now. I grew up right down the block, born and raised. Well, not born and raised, but raised. So I lived on this strip damn near my whole life, except for like 3-4 years of my life. It's time to go. So me and Biggie Shorty's working on that now. You know what I'm saying? She wants to go anyway. She want to go somewhere. We too high up. She want to go somewhere where she could meet nice people, and you know what I'm saying. She's respectful to people around here. Respect her, but she's ready for a change, and I don't blame her. I'm ready for a change too. But yes, FBG Duck should have left, man. He should have left his mom and his kids and them right there for like 6 months. Take 6 months or a year. The most is a year. And you go somewhere and you is isolated from the dangers that await you. Then you make something out your life. Then you come back. Ma, come on, let's go. So y'all load up the cars. Y'all load up the Greyhounds. The Greyhound, the fucking bus company. I remember pulling into Chicago in that Greyhound bus. It was this one building back in the days, right before you hit the Greyhound station. It was this one project building, and it used to be burnt out from one floor to the next, from seven. Like it looked like the fire was on the seventh floor, and the fly and then it went up to the eighth. Half the apartments in there was burnt out. But when I went back there in 2006, I keep saying 2005, but when I went back there in 2006, we went out there in the car, and I seen that building, and it was they fixed it up. I wonder how that building's doing. The last time I was in Illinois was in 2020. Like, yeah, 2000, before FBG Duck lost his life, or right after. I went to the what's that? The college boxing championships. That was in Champaign, Illinois. So when I went out there in the airplane. I didn't have a chance to go out to the airport and check out Chicago. We stayed in the airport, but I got to eat a lot of their pizza. They got a lot of spaghetti sauce, the way they hook the pizzas up. And it's like 4 or 5 different restaurants in the airports close by each other that sell pizza, spaghetti, and I ate a lot of Italian food. Then we got on that plane. It's like this little private chartered plane, and you ride from Chicago to Champaign, Illinois. And I had a nice time in Champaign, nice and quiet. But those Chicago niggas, they be out there too. They be all in the suburbs of Illinois, man. They be out there looking for hiding places. So nighttime, I stayed close by the hotel. Like, I got my own weed already. Somebody out there had hooked me up. So I stand close by the hotel, and we talking on the side in the parking lot, whatever we doing, and we just blowing it down all night long. I stay out of trouble as best as I can. I stay in my lane because I've been through that street stuff already. I was out there getting in damn trouble and had kids. It all just made sense for me one day to put my little BS to the side and raise these kids, man. Coming in the house 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. The kids talking about they heard gunshots and they ain't going to bed till I came in the house. So they scared. They're like, damn, that was probably dead. That got hit up. When they hear that key go on the door, they're like, ah. So when they told me that, I'm like this. I start staying in the house more. Started taking them to football practice, boxing practice, kung fu practice. I started investing my time in my kids more. Because while I'm outside, they outside. While I'm doing what I'm doing, they with their friends doing what they doing. And what they doing might not be what I want them doing. But I'm somewhere doing something they don't want me doing. FBG Duck should have left Chicago, man. You know what I'm saying? And no matter how big he got or didn't get, at least he was out of there. There's no peace in Chicago, man. They still shooting and killing each other out there. That's what they want them to do. That's what people tune into them for. Oh, this one got killed. There's this story out now about somebody got hit up. One of the guys out there that rap, his cousin. I didn't even get into it. I don't want to get into that story because I'm tired of hearing that. What Chicago's going through now, my hood went through it. Chicago been going through it. But it's publicized now because more people is involved in what's going on. In 2006, I was out there. I said 2005, but it's 2006. February 2006, a family was sitting at the table eating, and guys just busted their house and started shooting. And a baby that wasn't even 1 year old lost its life. FBG Duck should have got up out of there. He should have got up out of there. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes when we have a chance to leave, we don't leave. We got the hood pass. People don't want to mess with us because we respectable or this and that. So we got the hood pass. But there's always one person that want to take your hood pass away from you. Because they don't respect the jokes. They don't respect the situation. And I know a few people in Chicago watching me because they mentioned some of the things that I be saying and they twist it. I heard one content creator start talking about Al Capone. Man, we had Al Capone from Brooklyn go to Chicago, but he caused a lot of hell out there. Michael Jordan came from Brooklyn, moved down south when he was 3 years old. Michael Jordan come from the Fort Greenhouses. He still got cousins out there. There's still Jordans out there right now. He went to Chicago, brought them 6 championships. And let's not forget somebody who used to live right across the street from me. Thelma from Good Times. Thelma from Good Times came from Brownsville, right across the street from me. Like 150, 200 feet from me. She lived there. I came from down the block, so we used to walk up this way. And we see her on Pops every morning, waiting for that liquor store to open. When her father passed away, she came out here one last time, and that was to bury him. She had that white fur coat on. Now, I'm not down in Chicago in no kind of way. Shout out to Chicago. And I think some of them is getting the message. If you got people coming on this app to bring disturbance to the streets of Chicago, or people that don't know nothing about the streets, they just hear this and they come up with their own way of seeing things. Okay. I'm from the streets, man. A lot of people get off the porch at 10, 11, 12. I was off the porch at 7 years old. I was outside traveling places on my own, skateboarding, riding bikes with my friends, places I had no business being. I could have been snatched off them damn streets. I was 8 years old. We used to try to steal the white boys' bikes. And they used to chase us back. I was 8 years old, 9 years old. And these was big kids, 14, 15. They would have caught me. They'd had a field day with me, man. I know what it's like. When you start having babies losing their life or babies witnessing their fathers getting shot down in the streets, it's time to do something. In Brownsville, if a baby gets shot, the police shut all the drug sellers down. Any baby gets shot in Brownsville, Brooklyn, the police shut everything down. Ain't nobody making no money. You're not selling no drugs until we get that person that did it. So y'all can hide him all you want. Y'all will not make a dime on these corners. They shut everything down. Everything. And guess what? 2 days later, that dude in handcuffs. Niggas can go back on the damn streets now and finish selling drugs. New York don't play. The law enforcement don't play out here. The prosecutors don't play out here. All right, we get caught for this and that. We get caught with a gun. We can get around that. You get caught with a gun, you could talk your way into probation or doing 2 months, maybe 3. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to disrespecting the jokes, disrespecting the situation, Good people, working people losing their lives, babies losing their lives. We had that for a while, years ago. Like one summer's like 10 kids got shot. What the hell? The police shut it down. Everybody got shut down. Shut down. Get put on punishment. You're not making no money out here on these streets. You better go somewhere else. Because if I catch you out here, you're going. And we're going to put the prosecutor on the case. That's a BS prosecutor, and it's a she. And she's young, and she's trying to make a name for herself, and she's going to try to nail you. He got caught with 3 cracks on him, and on Cash, Mark Cash, give him three years in jail. So you just got 3 years in jail for Mark money and 3 crack vials, and the other guy going to jail for 3 months for carrying a gun. When it should be the other way around. Role reversals. You can get caught with 3 cracks and say, I'm using. And you go to one of those homes, them halfway houses. The streets is not playing, man. And King Von, Lil Tim, I'm going to come back on that. I'm going to do a story on that and post it up. You know, God bless King Von, man. They just made Lil Tim into the next great whatever the heck he want to be. They let them guys get up on King Von. And you really can't blame nobody because of what happened, and everything happened so fast at the blink of an eye. Videos, we could tell a tale. We can be like, no, don't do it. But it's still going to happen because what happened that night is going to happen on that video forever. I posted King Vaughn's shooting. I ain't get knocked down for that. I posted FBG Ducks. Mama Duck, I believe who it was, flagged the mess out of my ass. She tried to strike my ass. And it's not funny. But Mama Duck did it. I'm like, wow. Mama Duck tried to strike me. But imagine what that woman is going through out there. Imagine what all of them going through out there. A lot of them, I keep saying it, man, they shell-shocked, man. They was in a war zone, like a real war zone. They was in a war zone. People getting hit, people standing next to them getting hit, their friends getting hit. You with your friend, you ride a job with your friend, you go all out with your friend, but if you stand there with your friend and something go boom and your friend drop and you ain't got your piece out, what you gonna do? You gonna run. They saying a lot of them guys is telling, snitching. Listen, it's like this. When you got a damn beef as big as the BDs and GDs in Chicago, one side is gonna win and the other side is not. One side gonna celebrate, the other side gonna start talking to the police. I can't get these guys out of here one way. I'm gonna get them out of here the other. That's the way it is. Somebody is going to go to the police. Don't tell me that stuff about you snitching, especially if you've been locked up before, especially if you've been in state prison. I was only in the bullpens. I spent one day inside, what's that, Rikers Island. I spent one day in Rikers. One day. That was enough for me. I spent 3 days inside, what's that, Brooklyn House. I stayed in there on the weekend. That was enough for me. So I wasn't in jail for a month or 2 weeks. I never did no more than 3-4 days. The most at one time. The guys, and even then, when they call your name, Nard, you gonna answer because you want to go home. You are gonna answer. When they say stand right here, you are going to stand right there. When you're in prison and somebody in your prison dorm or they call it the house. Somebody from your house causes a disturbance. Let's say if they light a damn fire somewhere, everybody's on lockdown. They're gonna tell somebody. First, they're gonna tell everybody. If I don't find out who burnt that, who set that damn fire, y'all on lockdown for 30 days. So they're gonna speak to a few of their confidants that got the house on lockdown, who run the house. Some of the prisoners that run the house, they're gonna speak to them because they know they can find out. One of them is gonna say John Doe did it. You don't want to respect the police in the streets because you're free. But you got to respect them state correction officers in prison because you're not free. And they will cage you like a wild animal, spit in your food, do anything. They got you in this little cell and they pass your tray of food through the cell. They pass it, so you're not in you're not in the cafeteria eating. They gotta personally bring your food. You don't know what the hell they doing to your food, man. And you stuck in there for 30 days, 45 days. And you telling me ain't nobody snitching? Everybody snitch when they have to. Y'all can run tough, run hard, do all of that. When they get them in that room, and they already know they're not gonna do no more than 4 or 5 years if they do that, but they're gonna scare them up. You're going away for 30 years, 40 years, man. No, I did it. No, I didn't. He did it. Don't tell me it ain't no damn snitching. This is the Nard, man. I'm going to keep it short, man. But I'm telling you, FBG Duck should have left, man. King Vaughn had no business becoming Lil Tim's victim. You just made Lil Tim a damn billionaire whenever he decided to go out there on YouTube and get it. Lil Tim can get 1 million views easy. He keep working at it. He's definitely gonna get 100 or 1,000 views, 80,000. He gonna get them thousands of views. He gonna get a nice check. And I'm not gonna tell nobody why y'all not sliding for Vaughn. I'm not gonna promote violence, man. That's grown folks' business. That's grown folks' business, man. Maybe they want to keep the peace now. Listen, let's keep the peace. Or maybe they like trying to slide. Y'all sliding. The FBI watching. They don't care if you spit on the sidewalk or jaywalk. They don't care if you get caught with marijuana in public. They don't care if they catch you selling crack out there. They want to catch you sliding. Because that's where the real time coming at. Not that little 30 days in city jail, 5 days, 500 years. You lose your life, you come back, you're a prisoner. You're a prisoner for 5 lifetimes, 10 lifetimes. They want you gone forever. So they sit and they watch. Now, any other time, Lil Tim would have had his little behind in jail because the Georgia government, a lot of them was just descendants of them old time white crackers that used to racially run that state. Alton, Maddox, and all them guys is beating the hell out of them black people trying to stand on the line and vote. After a hard day of work, they want to vote. The governor, the mayor of Georgia is instructing the police to beat them with sticks. Why do you think Donald Trump thought he was going to win Georgia for? He thought he had it on lock. Due to the history. Read them books, man. When I was too young to know what happened, I read them books. Y'all read these books. Even with this story I'm telling about the Georgia thing. That was really before my time, right before my time. But I read them books. The government is no joke. And they're gonna protect little Tim. Cause as bad as they wanted to lock his ass up, like, hey, he just saved us from this guy. You know what I'm saying? You know, we gotta respect the jokes in this situation. We don't want to. It's gonna be a first, but we're gonna idolize this young black dude because what Chicago is about to bring in there, hell have no fury. Like the scorn they was gonna bring into that state, allegedly. Rest in peace, King Vaughn, who I thought had the best flow. Duck is my guy. Vaughn was kicking that shit on the mic. I don't know if Duck or Dirk could have messed with Vaughn when it got down to longevity. The BDs and me won that little war there. And they kept the GDs out of hitting the big time. Every GD that was getting close to hitting the big time, Cash, Duck, and a few others, they lost their life. Little Jojo. If they make a Chicago movie, guys like little Jojo, little Mister, a lot of them kids that lost their lives back in 2010, 11, and 12, their family's not going to see a dime from this. Blood was spilled in Chicago, man. So when I hear somebody mother talking about, I see you in that mansion, yo, watch your mouth. Because when she get that mansion, I'm going to be proud of her. But look what you had to go through to get it. A lot of blood was spilled for you to get that mansion, including your own. So you can't brag up on people talking about, when I get this mansion, pray that God give you continued health. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking as an OG. My OG, like I said, stands for outstanding gentleman. I'm speaking as a parent. So I'm going to have more parents come up here. And we all going to vibe. I'm speaking as a parent. I'm speaking as an uncle. I'm speaking as a grandparent. I'm speaking like somebody who cares. I care about the babies in the city of Chicago. And God bless the ones that lost their life, that spilled their blood. These babies not going to see a dime of this Chicago story money. But their parents should have sued the city of Chicago for not providing the adequate security amongst a lot of other things, because they should be able to get a check. They had this little boy on YouTube. I think he's like 7, 8, 9 years old now. When he was 5, he got shot. It's a boy on YouTube now from Chicago. And that boy sometimes still be having nightmares about that. Boy's a good kid. He was damn near wiped out. The doctors brought him back. A lot of people just don't understand, man. Respect the jokes, man. Stay in your own lane. Respect the jokes is respect the situation, man. They said people was in the courts mocking these as parents. The parents act worse than the kids. And every mother think their son is all that. Yes, my son. Especially when it come down to them girls. Oh, my baby, y'all just want my baby. I didn't believe that. I said with certain of them until I seen Biggie Shorty do it. Oh, she just want him because he handsome and this and that. And she's sitting there bigging up my son having other girlfriends. Oh, I ain't mad at her. But he got this girl and that girl. Well, what about me? Well, I can't have the other girls. You better stop playing. So when it come down to me, I can't have the other girls. But her son, her son could go out there and have fun. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to throw that up in my face. You know what I mean? Because if I get busy, she argued with me one day so much. I left for 2.5 days. I was gone for at least 4 days. I told y'all the story. My son calling me, Dad, where you at? Oh, I'm all right. Oh, no, why you ain't home? Oh, no, I'm going home. Yo, go home. Yo, Dad, go home. Then he cursed at me. I'm getting fucking tired of her calling me about you, saying you're not home. Go home. All right, I'm going. Go home now. He called me back in 20 minutes. Where you at? You home yet? Nah, I'm going home. Go home. She wasn't going to stop calling him till he reached me because I ain't going to answer the phone. But I don't like not answering the phone because something could happen to somebody and I'm not answering the phone. You see what I'm saying? So I answered the phone, never know, in case of emergency. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's how it was, man. That's how it was. You know what I'm saying? So I went home. Huh? You smell like another woman. I wasn't there. I ain't smell like no other woman. And I'm being honest, YouTube. I ain't smelling no other woman. But that's the first thing she gonna say. See, one thing she always knew, I knew how to go outside. I ain't even want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I kept saying, yo, if she keep getting on my nerves, I got up, I took me a shower, I put some clothes on, and I was gone. Like if I left Monday afternoon, I ain't come home to Wednesday night. It was about to go on Thursday. Like I probably left out here like 12 or 12 o'clock Monday afternoon, 12, say about 1, because it was in the afternoon. I ain't come back home to Wednesday night like 10:30, 11 o'clock. I was gone. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when I be on YouTube, you can hear her in the background. But I don't always consider that a bad thing because they always say a female say they got a man, they got a 7-figure nigga, and they driving in the Toyota Tundras or whatever the hell, the Mercedes Benzes and all this here, but they never hear a guy in the background. Best believe in here, you're going to hear Biggie Shorty in the background unless she in her room. That's right, she in her room because all the kids is gone. So we going to use the extra room for storage and stuff. She got her room, I got mine. I go over there and spend some time with her. Might go over there tonight for like an hour or two. But I come back. I say, but I gets to go home. Home is in the next room, right on the other side of the wall. Open up her door, close her door, go in my room and close mine. Good night. Yo, it saves marriages, man. Instead of we don't got an attitude, but I gotta go in the room because I ain't got nowhere else to go. I don't want to sit out front, and she want to come in the room because she waiting for me to start something. She waiting for me to say something so she can start talking all damn day. Nah, I go in my room, she go in hers. I ain't cooking. You ain't gotta cook. I'm in here fixing me jerk chicken in barbecue sauce. I mean chicken is sweetened sour sauce. Making me some nice little turkey bone burgers. You know what I'm saying? I got my ice cream. I could make that. What the hell is that? This milkshake. I got this milkshake that I make. Oh God, it tastes so good. Like I had 2 yesterday. I can't have no more tonight. You know what I'm saying? I can't have them tonight. May beat them off. You know what I'm saying? I got this. Yo, I take the ice cream, the milk, the ice, the cake frosted. I take all that, stir it up. I put it in the blender, make me a nice thick shake. But it's a lot of sugar in it. So I try to, you know what I'm saying? Yo, this is the Nard, man. Yo, I be nervous because I ain't been on live in so long, like 4 months. I be nervous when I be ready to go on live. I was sitting there tonight. 4 hours went by so fast. 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours went by. 4 hours went by so fast tonight. I'm sitting here. It says 4 hours ago. It gets closer and closer. That fast. That fast. That fast. I'm sitting there thinking, oh, I think I'm gonna wait until tomorrow and do it. I might just go on tomorrow. Man, take your punk ass on. Live is beautiful, man. I gotta get used to it again. I gotta respect the jokes, man. Do my thing the right way. Stay on live. More people gonna start tuning in. You know what I'm saying? But tomorrow night we gonna do some more. Like I said, shout out to Papoose, Remy Ma for showing us what black love is all about. Whether we make it or not, love is love, man. Whether we make it or not, I love you regardless. I'm not gonna be sitting up here arguing with no woman about no man. If I got somebody else and you got somebody else, go be happy if that's what you choose to do. But you still got a friend here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not chasing behind no woman because of some other man. I'm not gonna be you having sex with somebody else? Motherfucker, man, she. Because what I'm doing or what I'm capable of doing. Alright? A lot of women still love me, man. Chick she told me one time, you better not get sick with her, because I'm gonna come over there and beat her ass. Biggie Shorty would drag her ass. Take me ready to come here and take me out of here. Come on and pack your stuff. You living with me, nigga. Biggie Shorty ain't having that shit. She thought I was trying to go with the young girl down the hall. Tell me I had my keys to the house. Come and open the door. Come open the door. I'm waiting for the elevators. I'm trying to go downstairs. It's a storm outside. I'm trying to get my weed for the day and all that. I was off that day, so I'm like, I wake up. I'm like, oh, it's inches of damn, it's coming down out here. It's inches. Like, wow. So I said, let me hurry up. I got up early. I said, let me hurry up and go get my stuff for the day. I'm just gonna stay in the house and watch TV. So I go in the hallway. The young girl down the hall, she a pretty little thing, you know what I'm saying? I got a little booty and everything. How you doing, Uncle Noy? We talking, and Biggie Shorty, she gets off the elevator. So she trying to get me to go back to the house. She left her keys in the house. She left her keys in the house when I unlocked the door to go out the house. I didn't feel like taking a hint because it was too much of a damn storm and I'm trying to hurry up and get out. But that's how jealous she get. Over nothing. That young girl don't want me, man. I'm just a nice guy with the females. Except maybe one that I pissed off on YouTube. And I apologize to her, but she tried to threaten me. All right, cool, you did that. But when my child got involved, and yes, I did see her on the train. Because that lady thought she seen the devil. I was like, what? Luckily, I got sense. You know what I'm saying? She tried to threaten my child like she wanted information on my child's job and all that there. Y'all seen the thing I posted where she was supposed to be doing harm to me and she wanted my address, that she want to talk to my kids, my fucking wife. Yeah, what's wrong with this chick? But I forgive her because I called her out first. But I had a fuss down with a homegirl like some weeks back because the young girl that I was beefing with, she don't hold her shit down 100. How you gonna step in for her? The girl that I had the problem with at first, she's more stronger. She can hold her shit down herself. But I did see her ass on that damn train. Because when she seen me, she knew exactly who I was. I know the way you go home and everything. But I'm not going to do that. So the girl that was sticking up for her, what kind of married man stalking her? Who the fuck stalking a girl? If I see her on the train, I see her on the train, nigga. But this is how they try to devalue the black man. Make him be something that he's not. Oh, now I'm stalking her. How I knew the girl was getting on that train that day. And I never been back there to look for her since. So I said some unkind words to that young lady because when the people go after her, she start crying. She takes down the video. She want to commit suicide, but she want to poke her chest out with me, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. That's why I don't like beefing with people on YouTube, especially the other girl, because where she live at and where I live at, we 20 minutes away from each other. How you gonna get people to get us beefing on YouTube when all I gotta do is get on the damn Bell Parkway, get off at 150th Street, make that left turn past that baseball field, and I'm in your hood. 20 minutes, 25 minutes tops. Depends on the red lights, the damn traffic. No, I don't want to beef with you. We from New York, but I'm not gonna get played neither. Somebody you gonna come through my own block. You gotta have an invitation. Get boomed on. But boom, boom. All right, that's enough of that. Niggas know where she at too. You be in the basement, you hear that car drive behind some stuff. Behave, no, behave. Leave that girl alone. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it go, man. We live by each other. How we gonna beef with each other? How you gonna threaten me about this one, your man, your son? Do you know who I am? That's why you were so nervous when you see me on the train. You must have asked somebody. He's a real good guy. But he will boom 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 boom. You know this guy? Oh God, we gotta be careful with him. He's a real civil dude, but he's dangerous from the streets. The streets tried to overtake him. He wouldn't let him. He fought in these streets. He survived in these streets. Now I can sit in my nice warm apartment. They got the heat on in here tonight too. I'm in the projects. These projects made out of brick. These is World War II made projects. And Hurricane Sandy, a lot of houses got flooded. They had to go to Red Cross, this and that. This building made out of bricks. I went to the store in the middle of a hurricane. The only thing that got blown down out here was a store sign. People was getting flooded out their homes, especially if they lived in the basement. If they had stuff in the basement, water was getting in there, flooding the whole basement, electricity coming up, the house gets soft. Some houses fell apart. These not the projects out of town where they made out of straw and stick. I come from the hood where we made out of brick. We got underground tunnels, all kind of stuff. We built the last out here. This is New York, man. You can't put down New York because your town don't have the structure and the strength that we have. This is the #1 city in the world, man. And I'm counting LA, Chicago, even Moscow, Russia. This is the greatest city in the world. Right here, Gotham City, Metropolis. This city has breed a lot of people. We stay strong out here, man. And shout out to Papoose one more time for having the wherewithal and the durability and the intelligence to keep his family a happy one. Whether he's still married or he's divorced or he's getting divorced, his family is happy. He still respect and love the woman that gave him his child, and she still love him too. Y'all free. You free to do what you want now. You gonna give my coochie cool away. You know, you go ahead and you know we ain't gonna go there. Maybe one day I might try to have it. Right now, I don't want to have no sex with nobody. That's what you tell her. Chicks be like, he don't want to have sex. He's gay. It's not that. We just know who we want to have sex with. Hope you make that list. Mod Squad. Mod Squad. That's the way it is, man. That's the way it is. This is the Nard Father, man. I'm about to check this video out here. I kind of like it. We'll be back here probably tomorrow night. Because Friday, I don't know, they might want me to work a party. Yeah, so I might have to work late night Friday. But if I don't, I'm going to be here Friday too. But I'm going to be back tomorrow night. And we're going to keep talking about this grown folk stuff, man. I don't have time to be beefing with nobody on YouTube. I ought to be ashamed of myself. Let's get this grown folks business going on. Let's get this Mod Squad going on. Let's get this tenant patrol popping here. Hit that like button, you know what I'm saying? Join my membership. It's only $1.99. Remember that old song? Rejects. It costs $1.99. Rejects. And make your feet feel fine. Rejects. If you remember that song, you were OG, man or woman. You were OG. I'm an outstanding gentleman. Our kids ain't grow up wearing rejects. I had a fly pair of rejects back in the days. I think we went to Florida. The family took a bus out there. We had a family reunion when I was a kid, and we went to Disney World. Florida, Disneyland, Disney World, one of them. And I had 2 pair of kicks to go out there with. I had a black pair and I had a green and white pair. Rejects. Rejects. They was tennis shoes. They called them tennis shoes. They was fly. It was clean. And they matched with my clothes. When I came back from Florida, I made sure they was dogged. I wasn't wearing them in Brooklyn. They were like, yo, what's that? Go Brooklyn, go Brooklyn, go Brooklyn, 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 Brooklyn. And I'm out, y'all. I love you all. I'll be here tomorrow night. Peace. Catch that replay.